And welcome back. We enter the plantation and we hear some rockin' tunes with my favorite track in the game, and also, I guess, the theme of Cave Story. First, we're gonna see some, gonna explore real quick, and we see some little statues of past people who wore the demon crown. It's pretty interesting. Especially gonna see this place later. But we're gonna head on here and see what actually we can get. Especially worth your time to explore here. There's some goodies, and also we also do some side missions in this part as well. But one important thing here, what you want to do to get in the best ending and the secret boss, is to talk down here, and we found Curly, which we find out here that she actually got herself amnesia. You know what? She lost her memory. I'm not gonna try to get that pronounced right. She lost her memory, and this guy tell us the only way to get it back is by giving her a special mushroom that will get her back all her memories. I don't know how that works for robots, but heck, it's a video game. Shall we knock down here real quick to show off this little area down in the bottom. You see that little sparkle there? That's the point to later. Don't actually go into it. I'm getting close to it, but I'm not actually going to the spikes because you can't get that till later. Trust me. I tried, and trust me, you won't be able to get it till later. You have to activate a certain character key or event to able to actually get that item. And of course, that door is locked, which we actually need that glowing thing to open it. But again, till we talk to a certain character, which will actually let us get the key. That's right there. It's just that glowing thing in the spikes. But of course, we continue exploring and also hearing this rockin' tune. Which again, I love this tune. Especially, I love some covers. Especially check out Family Julius X7 cover. Freaking love his cover of the Cave Story scene. It's pretty cool. Also check out Family Julius's X7 YouTube channel for other covers he done. He's a pretty cool channel. Got pretty cool music. You see a little enemies here, and also Mimigas, more Mimigas, workers working for the plantation, which are growing red flowers. And we see it talks to that one guy, which is going to be the only one that talks to us, and he explains why none of the Mimigas are talking to us, except for these guys in the cell, because they refuse to grow the red flowers. And of course, we are told that we cannot be, the Mimigas can't talk to us. And we see a little teleport here, and we put us where Kaz was at the beginning of the game, which shows the connection and how he actually got here and what that teleporter leads to. So we head up here and get ourselves sorry for the story. Get ourselves a life capsule, and I believe that's our second to last one, maybe third to last one, I can't remember. I also need to mention these little guys, these little like brown dudes. They won't attack you until you attack them, so remember that. But with the spur, they're easily taken out at level 3. And also we see jail number 1. We see all the gang there, but we're not able to see them until much later. And also we see here the little crossing and crossbones. I don't recommend going up there, especially to the lair. There's a skull, crossbone, and red for a reason. I was trying to see, I kind of like trying to remember what to do because I already finished exploring. But I remember you have to go in here and talk to the Mimiga with the fishing pole, which is the only other one that talks to us as well, which he says he disliked his farm as well. And he also the one that was in the last Mimiga village, the one that was fishing. Of course, none of them would talk to us. But I'm gonna head on to the bottom here, and we're gonna talk to him. And he says he caught something strange at the bottom, which is that glistening thing that with the spikes. And we look into its bucket, and we get ourselves a key. And now we're just gonna head out to the store and see what's exactly inside. And we see ourselves a guy, which we can't attack. But gonna try to use the teleporter, but this guy stops us before we can. But they threw us into the jail number 1. And we talk to the fat one here. And we tell us if we got something in us. That Sue left us a note. So, go into our inventory here and actually read the letter inside the inventory, which explains the Sue's mom and Kaz and prisoner boosters reason for coming to the island for research, and also how the doctor got onto the island, because he begged the research group to bring it along, and they also needed a medical doctor, so he volunteered to be the medical doctor for the research group. But he also got his own intentions to go on the island, in which of course is to get the demon crown. And of course he uses the red flower to raise an army of rabid giant bunny rabbits. Which saying that out loud and then without context seems kind of stupid in a way, but it's a video game. What can you do? Well, of course, she told us to seek out her mom and give us a password, which is Cave Story backwards. And that's the end of the letter, which we want to talk to the fat one again, which will bring that little rock out of focus and come back into the frame, and that thing's open up. Now with all that done, I think I'm about to start doing the little side quests you can do, because now you're able to use the teleporter that we were about to use but got knocked out. And now we head to the cemetery. First thing first is to clear out these enemies to get Mr. Little. Tell him his wife is looking for him, and so we're gonna add Mr. Little to our inventory. But now with the booster, we head up to this door and we talk to this mushroom and say yes, we got business with him, and give us the mushroom badge. And it gives us a little like trouble, but of course is that thing is like, but you want to answer all the questions saying it's not for you, it's for someone else. That's basically the gist of it. If it's for you, if you say yes, he won't give it to you. you definitely want to say no because that's because you're using it actually for Curly. And of course, he gives the egg, the mushroom badge, but that's not the one we're looking for. We're looking for him. So we talk to him again and initiates a boss fight. But this guy is a little difficult to get, mostly because he's small and jumps around a lot. And also, yawn. But also, with his little headbutt, he's a bit invincible. But we got his mushroom purple butt. But if we head back to the Labyrinth shop here, which I recommend to come back later, we talk to the merchant again, and you get the whimsical star. Now this one is only able to get when you got the spur, which is you have to equip first real quick because they're not equipped. What was it equipped? Oh, it was equipped. So what you have to do here to activate the whimsical star is charge up your spur to level 3 max, and it got little 3 orbiting stars that will charge up and attack enemies with some damage, which is pretty useful. Now we head back here and give Curly the mushroom, and this is the part of the story where, well, not story, but this is the part where you actually found out what our character's actual name is, which is Quote, and also more detail of what our mission was on this island. But of course, we were the two that are different from the other robots from the mission, and so Curly felt sorry for Migas and didn't want to hurt him, and well, I guess we're just weird. But talk to her again, and she gives us something useful, the iron bomb, which is the weapon I got confused earlier. Well, of the arm barrier, which was the thing that actually increased the recharge rate of the rechargeable ammo. And so, but real quick, we come back here to Mr. Little House, and he says, "Oh, what a beautiful sword!" And he do a trade and give us a nemesis. Some people argue the best weapon in the game. Again, I argue the spur is. Well, what's interesting of this weapon is that level 1 is the best level for this weapon. You see extremely good range, but also extremely good attack rate and damage. But the more higher the level, the more weaker it is, and less you're able to do with it. So that's the one thing I don't like. Frankly, it's like this is cool. It's like you take one hit to take it back, but again, I don't like that idea that much in weapons, like in games. But so I kept my blade because again, the blade is my second favorite weapon in the game. But we head back to in forwarding the plot, and we come here and talk to Sue's mom. Which is now Sue's mom, which is Mormino. Actually, I'm not gonna try to pronounce her name. I'm just gonna say Sue's mom. And she told us she's gonna help us out to get to the doctor. But excuse me one second. Cough. But the way she's gonna help us is by fixing up this little pad thing that will help us get past that little skull and crossbone area that we saw before. And she give us a mask to get some materials to actually get past the Mega's suspicions of us as robots, and also to get the materials that she needs. And of course, go through the story, gets a little bed, restores health, and also a little save point. And now we head out. And I also believe you actually can take off the mask as well, able to keep it after you get the materials. And I also believe that when you actually can beat the game with the mask on, which also changes some character portraits in the game of Quo with the bunny mask on, which I find a little bit funny, but I did not record it because that actually takes time as well, and I wasn't unable to do so, mostly because this save I used was for the secret boss and the best ending, which is going to be a bit difficult to actually do, mostly because, well, I'm going to explain that for the last part, I guess. But we head out here to one of me say the one the sprinklers are broken. We take that sprinkler and take it for a replacement, and we head into the rest area and talk to the guy for the replacement. But we're not gonna replace the old one with the new one. We're actually gonna take that for ourselves and bring it to Susan's mom. Yeah, I was talking to the other amigas to see what they all about. And of course, got ourselves a new one, and we head back to Sue's mom. Now she got that. She's need Eos. I don't know how to explain him. The other maybe we saw earlier from the last part. Once you before you enter the plantation, we talk to him and tell him you need to head back where Sue Mom's was and help her out to finish the little pad, which is the controller we need. And of course, once we done that, we have to head back to Sue's mom and we talk to her, cover the controller, and now she's gonna ask for our booster. So any second now. Or did she ask it? Well, she asks us to rest now so we can be prepared for the next one, for the next day, I guess. Then we rest and head outside because the little pad is ready to go. That should give us back our booster. And we took off the mask, but of course we can take it back and put it back on if you want to see the little extra character portrait of Quote. Again, I didn't do it mostly because of, again, difficulty. And you also want to make sure you equip the booster because she just gives it to you, not equipped it. And we just stand on this thing, just activate it, interact with it, and we head up. But real quick, because I remember, you have to actually get your last capsule, heart capsule, right there. You see one of the dogs, and it's actually a carrier, and it gives us our last, technically last, I guess, life capsule. Right, technically, well, I have to say I have to leave that for next time, or maybe not. Well, not next time because I don't think you actually get the last one, the technical last one, too much later. But we get past here, save point, and we're gonna head through that door. So I'm gonna see you guys next time for the second to last part.